also like, even, you know, in bed, like,
We got a juicy up in here.
you know,
Come to this channel for the tea.
Okay, continue.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, by popular demand, is about dating in Germany, and this time we're going to be specific to the city in which we live, dating in Berlin. And to talk about that, I brought my beautiful, sexy friend here to talk about dating because I'm sure she has like a ton of stories. By the way, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please tell them to subscribe.
Please subscribe to the channel. We're gonna talk really serious stuff here. Like, if you wanna know the dating insights and a lot about Germany and Berlin and the comparisons between one country to another, specifically Germany as well, follow and subscribe and like.
You heard? That's all. And if you're not following me on Instagram, it's at Wale Chronicles.
Dating and meeting people in real life in Berlin. Well, first things first, I don't know if it's Germans, but I'm into Germans. So that would be the first thing. They will not talk to you in the street.
Oh no.
No, that's why
Never
the
gonna
dating
happen.
that's why the dating app is so popular here, because it's most likely that they obviously it's easier for them to talk to you and invite you to have a drink in through an app than actually if you're at the bar and they approach to you and ask you out. But I also think it's because here in Berlin is specific, the movement of women is very strong. So I also feel like they are afraid that if they approach you, they can have a bad experience that the woman would say, why are you approaching me? If I would be interested, I'll approach you back. But that is not, I mean, I would like to be approached. But, you know, because these movement of women is so strong here in Berlin, I feel like men feel a little bit more, I don't know what to do, I might do this, but then what if they take me wrong, or, you know.
So like the fear of rejection is really strong.
More than the fear of rejection, yes, for sure, that one counts, but the fear or them being called off onto an action that they actually don't mean. You know, that they are taking advantage of their manpower because they're asking them out when women are independent enough to do it as well. You know, so I feel like they don't want to be in that position, even if they want to approach a woman, which I totally understand in that sense. I'm not gonna be like I'm less, you know, I am pro this and pro that, but I feel like that would be one reason. So then dating apps, it's much more frequent also for me to meet people. I've dated one guy that I met in real life, and it was at a club here in Berlin.
Somebody talks to you in
Yeah. He was cute.
Of course he was cute.
Of course he was cute.
No, but like, how did that happen? Like, was he drunk? How did he come to talk to you? Because that's very, very rare for that to happen.
He was, I mean, of course he, you know, in Germany it's really, I mean, in Berlin it's really common to take stuff in the club. So he has understuff. And and I usually, I'm not gonna say I don't take never, but usually I don't, and I barely go out anyway in that sense because of work, and so it takes a lot of energy. So that day that I was approached, actually with him, we dated the longest for 2 months, and but it was mainly because he knew I didn't want anything serious, and he also didn't want anything serious, and I knew he was gonna leave Berlin anyway. So that's why I also accepted, okay, let's just chill.
Yeah, but this being approached in a bar or in a club has never happened to you except in this one situation.
Yes, never.
Yeah,
Never. And sometimes I wish it happened, and I even try to make like a very friendly face.
Not going to work, sorry.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work, forget it. If you're single and searching, just join an app. That's the easiest way.
Exactly.
You'll never meet people like random. I've never heard about, some people actually meet people randomly, but that's very rare.
Yeah, or like friends of friends.
Yeah, that's a very, very common way for people to meet people.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then otherwise, a guy approaching you, even though you think, or he thinks that you're hot as heck, then they wouldn't happen. So I think everybody just joins the dating apps, like, and now there are so many. I think like even 3 or 4.
What would you say in your opinion?
Bumble, Tinder, and Badoo, I think it's called one.
What?
Isn't it Badoo?
So archaic.
Maybe Badoo is a language.
No, it's an app, but like it was like ancient app. Oh my
Yeah, I didn't know about
Are there
it.
normal people
I
there?
have no idea. I don't have it. I've only had, I don't have it. I only downloaded because of the quarantine. I downloaded Bumble. Guys,
Hard life.
Yeah, I swear. Like, first world problems, no contact with people, download dating apps. Doesn't matter, what the fuck. So I downloaded the app, and in my opinion, I can recommend Bumble.
Oh.
Yes, more than Tinder. I'm sorry, Tinder
sucks.
guys. Yeah, Tinder is not really my favorite because I like Bumble. Three things why I like Bumble. You already filled in the information, basic information of yourself and the other person, so you know what's their zodiac sign, you know if they drink or not, you know what they are looking for, you know how tall they are, you know what are their beliefs in religion, or what are their beliefs in society and or government.
I want to know, is there any difference between, like, any significant difference between dating here in Germany, in Berlin to be specific, compared to dating in other places that you've lived in? What's the dating culture like?
Oh, okay. So, to be honest, I cannot say a lot because it's not, my dating like hasn't been that long. It's been, yeah, very, very short. Very short. You know what I would say more? I would say that dating Germans varies depending on the region where they come from.
Now we're talking. Interesting. Please, can you tell us the differences between these regions?
It's so interesting. From my experience, oh my god, I can't believe this is gonna go online.
If you don't want to share it online, you don't have to.
No, you don't have to. I want to.
Okay.
So I think that dating guys from Bavaria, for example, they are very conservative, and they are expecting to meet a woman who would follow them and stay at home for them, and it's a very conservative way of them seeing women and dating as well. It's very cute. It's I can't say I can't lie about it, because they're very into the old time fashion gentlemen, you know, like they treat you with I don't know, like they would get a drink ready for you, and they, you know, it's very nice. But if you are into that conservative style, then for sure. But in my case, I am not really much into it. So they also like even, you know, in bed, like
we got a juicy up in here.
You know,
come to this channel for the tea. Okay, continue.
It's like it's very delicate. I'm not saying the other ones are not delicate. I'm just saying it's a very old time experience, I would say. I don't know. It's really different. But if you date guys from more north,
North being Hamburg.
North being Düsseldorf, close to the Netherlands, or more like northwest.
Northwest.
You meet these guys who also have their beliefs, but they are also more open to new things, and they are also not so much treating you like a baby girl, like the princess. They treat you like a woman mostly, or like a friend.
That's interesting.
It's so interesting. Yeah, so I'm more into the guys from there, and their way of thinking is also way more open-minded.
What about the ones from like eastern part of Germany, like the ones from Berlin, which is very rare to come across those?
Yeah, but I've dated two guys. They're not my type.
Oh god, what's wrong with them?
Oh god.
So like, what's wrong with them? Like, because
I mean, they're very interesting to talk to. They're very alternative, just like Berlin. They are used to a lot of international people, which is a very nice thing to have. And somehow I would not be able right now to say the difference, because it just somehow did not work out.
So like now I want to talk about something that is I find very interesting. Do you find, like, as a Latina woman dating here, that you're treated sometimes as a fetish? Do you come across the fetish people that just want to date you because you're a Latina, and then Latinas are supposed to have this kind of stereotype? Do you come across those people?
Yes, I do come across, but mostly when men are younger.
Guys that are younger.
Yeah, like not younger. I mean, they are younger than 30 years old.
Ah,
yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, when guys are younger than 30 years old, I feel like it's like, oh my god, like you're so hot, and like Tina, like that's so cool they speak Spanish, and oh my god, your country, and so, and especially the guys, the Germans that know how to speak Spanish. Yeah.
So like, is there any way to identify these fetish people that just want to be with you for the stereotype and not because they're seeing you as a human being to be dated, you know?
Yeah, I have to say the ones that are less than 30, the ones that I've dated, I can feel that there's not even a topic for me to talk. And it's just the looks, it's just not really, it's not really a connection to talk, because when you are dating with somebody, you're getting to know this person. It's not about getting to know what they do for a living or if they earn enough money. It's about seeing if you can actually have a proper conversation about life.
Yeah, true.
And if you don't connect with this proper conversation about life, then there's no point.
Like, so for you, in your experience, the guys above 30, they don't think about this. It's very rare. Well, it's your personal experience anyway, so where this is very personalized. You don't feel that fetish vibe coming from them. It's more about you as a person, as an individual, and not this Latina. Oh my god, the Latina girl.
Yeah, no, well, at the beginning you feel it. At the beginning, I mean, also for me, right? Because, oh my god, these German blue eyes, blonde, like, oh, Jesus Christ, and it's super tall, and you know, it's like, you know, I mean, obviously from my side too, it's not just like them, you know, if we put it like that. But certainly, you can have more deep conversation with an older man, and then build a common ground. And if it's interesting enough, then these looks are a plus.
But like, I've been hearing a lot of people saying like Berlin is a very difficult place to find like someone for a serious relationship, because it attracts so many like alternative people and people that just want to chill and do whatever with their lives. But what's been your experience so far? Do you think it's a Berlin thing, being very difficult finding serious relationship here, or it's just a 2020 situation?
Yeah, no, I agree with that statement. It's because Berlin, the city itself, gives a lot of freedom to do whatever you want. Therefore, people already have this mentality of open relationships, and this open relationship mentality is very well grounded between the couples around here. Actually, they find that an open relationship is a very healthy relationship, which should not be bad, should not be good. I think it depends on perspectives and how you are with your partner. But that is something really special from here, and something that everybody already accepts, because there is so much freedom in this city that also allows you to think that, oh, if I have one person, then I can have many other person, as long as you tell the truth. Now, I don't know how I would cope up with that, because that doesn't get into my mind yet. Maybe in 2 years or maybe more time, I would understand it. But I know also I have friends that are here for like 5 years, and at the beginning they could not understand the mindset behind it, but now they are super easy with that, and they even have an open relationship themselves.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know. I think Berlin, it's not that it's hard to date, it's just a city that has a lot of freedom, and you have to be open about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, another interesting topic I want to talk about is like, you know, in some cultures, on the first date, the guy is supposed to pay for the whatever. And in some cultures, like in Germany, I heard like
the girl pays and both
or
pays.
they split or something. So how has it been for you in your experience with dating German guys?
I always pay. Oh. I don't let them pay. That's something that my mom taught me from like in Ecuador, because I come from Ecuador. I never let them pay, but I've heard that if you don't let them pay at least the first drink, they feel offended and they feel like you're not interested. So from then on, I let them pay the first drink. If I am interested. If I'm not interested, I'm like, no worries, I got it. No, just kidding. I usually, now after this experience that I mentioned, now I try to get to know guys better before I go out and meet them in person. But I know I don't let them pay, and if I see someone more than once, I would still let him pay once, and then I take the second one, and I thought actually one of my recent dates was very, very cute because we went for dinner. It was the fourth time we met each other. We went for dinner, and I literally had to go to the toilet after we finished our meal. And when I came back, I said, "All right, so let's ask for the bill," and he paid already. So I was like, "Okay, all right, okay." Yeah, I thought it was so cute. So that was the first time that happened to me here in Berlin. Obviously, he is older than me, but I feel like it's something that builds up. You don't have to expect them to pay, but Germans do also, because women are asking for their rights now, especially really hard here in Berlin. Then they also think, okay, then you also pay yourself. Why do I have to pay you like if you're my child?
True. Okay.
You know? So I totally understand that. Why do you have to pay for me? Because I also work. So in this sense, that's my mentality, and therefore, obviously, because of this strong movement of feminism and trying to get our own rights, I totally understand if they don't pay, because they say, you're not my child, you're not my princess, you want to have your own rights, then here we go, we split the bill, which is totally fine because I consume that from my perspective. But the fact that this guy already did this for me, because I obviously paid the coffee for him and then he paid something else for me, then obviously he took over the major bill. That already meant that for me it was a good step to keep talking.
So would you say, like, in your culture, like in Ecuador, what's expected? Is it for the man to pay?
Yeah, it's expected. The man.
So you are kind of like an exception from your you know. In
yeah,
your
because of my mom.
But even like now, you just said you found it nice that he paid for it before you came.
Yes.
But then initially you were like, you don't allow them to pay. So, but in your heart of hearts, what would you prefer? Do you prefer the guy that is like from the beginning, let's split it 50-50, or you prefer the one that did it for you? Like, it's not because you cannot, it's just the gesture thing.
I understand your question. I would prefer at the beginning to pay for my own stuff at the beginning, because I don't know him and I don't want to take over his stuff, because I would take over his stuff. Like, next dinner probably I end up paying, you know, but at the beginning specifically, because I don't know the person and I don't know if it's worth my time. And you have to think also that way. I mean, money is just money, but it obviously accounts the time you work for it.
Yeah, of course.
So whatever you pay, it has to be very well invested, right? And it has to be worth your time as well, because it's money and time. And so for me to pay for a guy that I just met, no thank you. But if for example, and that's why for me it actually felt nicer that he invited me later, because I know how for Germans in specific, time means money, money means investment, and they are very like centered on this. And it feels nice because I know that it was probably very worth it for him, more than just I'll just do it because I have to, or because society says I have to, you know? So in that sense, I find it nice, not because he saved me from paying dinner, but because it means more than just paying.
Oh, that's an interesting perspective. Wow. Okay, I think that's all I have for this dating video. Cool. Thank you so much for coming on the channel to talk about all your dating life and everything. Are you
guys,
single?
keep it a secret.
Are you single, by the way?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
you can slide into her. If you're a loser, please don't slide into her DM. Sorry. But if you know what you're doing with your life, you can slide into her DM.
We'll have a combo.
Single. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining us and watching this video. If you stuck till the end of this video, thank you so much. And don't forget to give a thumbs up to this video if you enjoyed the content of this video. And I will see you in my next video. Cheers!
Ciao, guys!